السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه وبعد. Today we are going to talk about the topic that we've been talking about for two Jum'ahs. And as usual, we define first, what are we talking about? What is your inner self? Inner self, like what is it inside? We call it your nafs, your aql, your qalb, your heart, your thoughts, the other you, other than the physical appearance, that made of feeling and emotions, what you are. People do not see when they look at you, like you do not see when they look at you. That's your inner self. What you feel you are, your self-worth. Who am I? I'm now among you. I feel I'm Sheikh Mamdouh, the Imam of the Masjid. Okay? You make me feel like this. I act like this. But you do not know what's going inside of me. I might be sad. I might be in pain. Feelings. There is a cause for it. Might be something physical, something emotional. Right? I'm down, I'm up. I have to be in contact with that. Because if you're not in contact with that, most of the issues that you see, that's what is happening. You're not feeling who you are. Subhanallah, subhanallah. Islam grounds us always in this. Always. You know one of the secrets of continuous dhikr? To know who you are. And where are you? And the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when a person not wake up in the morning, لا يتعار من الليل. يعني if you know sometimes you wake up and then you sleep again, right? At night. He said at night you said لا إله إلا الله. See, that's grounding right there. You train yourself, like even when you are in a state of sleep, the minute you are worried or you are sleepless or something like that, you remember who you are and you remember there is Ilah, Rabb. You say what? La ilaha illallah. And when you are sleeping, you are not accountable. There is nothing. But see, for 1 second only, you come up, you remember who you are. See, that's the connection right there. Before you go to the bathroom, Allahumma. You see that Allahumma, that word? We make our children memorize the dua and all that. That's great. But have you thought about it? Ya akhi, what are you about to do? What are you about to do? Something like you want to hide. You don't want anybody to look at you at this point. But you say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuth. I seek refuge in you. Ya Allah, protect me while I am doing that. While I am inside, in that time, I cannot remember you. Please remember me. Amazing, right? Subhanallah. And when you come out, you say, Ghufranak, I seek your forgiveness. I was away from you, Ya Allah, for some time. And as you relieved me from this physical problem, relieve me from any sin or any spiritual problem. You see the connection, how far we go? When you start your day, you start with the dhikr of Allah. When you finish your day, finish it with the dhikr of Allah. Before a person becomes intimate with the spouse, they mention the name of Allah. Subhanallah. Tap into your inner power. Before that, you have to be in contact with your inner self. Before you know what is your inner power, who is your inner self? What is the inside of you? Who is that? You know it. Nobody can define it for you. I'm not. You know it. You know who you are, how much you are. I can judge by the time you come to the masjid. That's the only thing I see. You see me in front of you talking, giving you knowledge, that's how you evaluate me. You are a good listener, that's how I evaluate you. I see you every time I come to the masjid, alhamdulillah, this is you in front of me. But who are you inside? That is only you after Allah Azza wa Jal. No angel, no devil, nobody else can define that one. That is the power you need to tap into. I hope it's clear now. See, we're going to talk a long lecture, but I just wanted to bring you to that perspective. That is the one person, that is the one entity you can bring up, can bring down, make it stay weak, make it stronger. That is the one. So I can talk to you forever. You can attend coaching, mentoring, all of those kind of things. But nobody is going to get change until, that's what Allah said. لا يغيروا ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. Allah will not change our ahwal, our situation, until each one of us change what? Allah did not say until they change themselves. He said, ما بأنفسهم, what is inside of them. He did not say حتى يغيروا أنفسهم. See the Arabic is like tricky in that. Allah does not, إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم. Allah does not change people, no. He said it does not change people's situation. ما بهم. Be, that ba is whatever you are in or whatever with you. لا يغير ما بقوم, يعني their state. They have sadness, that is what they are in. They have happiness, that's what they are in. They are heedless, that's the state they are in. They are in salah, that is the state they are in. هذا ما بهم. يعني when واحد في العربي شيخ إقبال يقول لك ما بك. بيك ايه اللي بيك؟ شو فيك؟ يعني they said what is big, what is in you. Because I don't know. I'm seeing you like this. This is what I'm seeing. But what is causing it? A situation. So there is a situation and there is an input and this is the output. But in the middle, that's you now. So I'm saying, what is in there? You said, oh, because somebody told me something. He said, yeah, akhi, is this something that makes someone sad? Yeah, this does not make someone sad. But his inner self made him sad. He could not take it. And some people, one news gives them heart attack, they die. Good or bad, they did not take it. Same thing, the inner self like that. So once you tap into that, ما بك, what is in you. So Allah Azza wa Jalla said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ. That state of mind, that state of affairs, that status quo, they say, Allah will not change that from bad to good, حتى, until, they, يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. Allah did not say يغيروا ما بأنفس قوم. He did not say no, يغيروا ما بقوم, but he used أنفسهم in the other one. That means there's an individual effort. Individual effort. Each one has to work on him and herself. كل واحد فينا. You can work on yourself, bring yourself to the masjid. That's wonderful. That's a great step. That is, by the way, your inner self brought you to the masjid. That's great. But how you make your inner self bring the best out of your experience in the masjid, that's another story. People can come to the masjid and they end up sleeping. So, yeah, not everybody come to the masjid will be excited. Yeah. They came to the masjid for some reason. So they have an incentive to come to the masjid. But that has to continue. Now I am in the masjid, I need another mood, right? To type. What if you are challenged in the masjid? Yani today the sound make like this. If you are not ready for things to happen like that, then you get bothered. Your experience messed up. That's what I was saying in the khutbah. People go to Hajj, people go to this, they experience messed up. They get into ilaqa or a relationship or marriage or a job or something like that. They see what they don't like. Khalas. Inner self is not at peace. But that is why Allah Azza wa Jalla, when He said the dhikr of Allah, الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَيَطْمَئِنُّونَ or وَتَطْمَئِنُّ قُلُوبُهُم. Inside. So the inside has to what? Feel good with the dhikr of Allah, so your body will. When the Quran is recited, الله نزل أحسن الحديث كتابا متشابها مثانية تقشعر منه جلود الذين يخشون ربهم ثم تلين جلودهم وقلوبهم إلى ذكر الله. You know, the first contact with the Quran, you shiver. But then when it enters the heart, relaxation happens. You see? So, all this, I can give you tens of these examples like that. That inner, inside. Inner, inside. So when you say tap into your inner power, tap into your inner self first. And before you tap into your inner self, you need to know it. And you enter the room, you cannot find the light switch. How long is it going to take you? You might find it, you might not find it. You might have an accident before you find it. صح? You might trip, you might injure yourself. كل شيء موجود يعني. But imagine you entering a room, you know exactly where the light switch is. صح? After a while, when you get to a new house, it takes time. And you want to see the light switches when it is light. You look, where are the light switches? Where is the breaker box? But when you need it, you're actually not looking. When you enter your bathroom, what happens? You do like this. Without even looking. Right, Akhwani? Right? You are with me in this one? Think about these things. You have one switch like that inside. The light will not come strong all the time. Sometimes, you know those lights that you go up and down? It's like that. So there is a switch. When you wake up in the morning, you know that you have to pray. You already prayed the switch. But now how far you can go, and masjid or not masjid, you're going to pray good or not good, that's now dimming and go up. I want you to remember this example. But you know where it is. انت عارف. That's why السيدة عائشة, and I'm going to show you the example يعني. السيدة عائشة رضي الله عنها. سيد النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كان معنا ومعه في البيت يعني في خدمة أهله ويلين معنا يعني he's lenient with us, joking and laughing and everything. فإذا جاءت الصلاة كأنه لا يعرفنا ولا نعرفه. When Salah comes, as if he does not know us, we don't know him. Switch. You get the idea, right? أول ما الصلاة تيجي الله أكبر الله أكبر. فين الوضوء؟ على طول. Your head now switch is like طيب في صلاة الجمعة what did Allah عز وجل say في صلاة الجمعة؟ يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي يعني once the صلاة الجمعة called for إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله. Do not say walk. فاسعوا. Sa'i does not come like right away. You know when you walk they said you know you warm up, you walk and then you speed. لا الله عز وجل said speed. فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع. ذروا يعني I am holding this. لا and move on. ذروا يعني leave it. والبيع هذا يا اخواني ذروا البيع is a process. البيع is a process يعني trading is what? Process. انت standing in front of me في الدكان يعني انت you are in front of me in my store. الأذان can come at any time. It's not like 1 second deal. And you are looking. And can I help you? Can I show you this? You opening the box. You are doing this and you are doing that. At any time, Azan what? Comes. So this is the process going, right? Allah said, leave the process. He did not say, finish the bay and go. ما فيش خلاص البيع يقف يتوقف. Let's pray Jum'ah, come back. And that is why people before the Jum'ah time starts, they close. Because they don't want to get into that. يعني start a business and then I have to leave it. لا تروح قبل الجمعة يقول لك بعد الجمعة إن شاء الله بعد الجمعة. You go there 5-10 minutes before Jum'ah said بعد. After. لأن الله عز وجل قال إيه؟ ذروا البيع. Leave the sale. I don't want to be in the middle and before I close I pay. He said لا خلاص الأذان came. فيعني Allah does not want to make it hard for, but you don't get distracted as well. But that's what the switch I'm talking about. But you have to know where is that switch. Because if you don't know where is the switch, you say يا أخي يعني جات على 5 دقايق يعني 5 minutes. What's الدين برضو easy. الدين يسر يا أخي. يعني it's 5 minutes gonna. Why you are becoming strict like this? Are you Hanbali? You know, in Arab countries, when they say, are you Hanbali, means are you extreme? They accuse Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal that he was extreme. Wallah, he was the easiest person, يعني. Rahimahullah wa radiyallahu anhu. Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal is the latest Imam, and he has the juice of all the 3 other mazahib with him. Anyways, فيا أخواني, you need to know that switch, that your inner self. That inner self is that how you feel about yourself. I know who's Mamdouh when I'm alone by myself. I know who am I. I know my capacity. I know the weakness. أنا عارف الضعف النفسي اللي عندي. And I know my weaknesses. Huh? And I know the things I'm bad in. أنا عارف. I know. I know how bad I am with my Creator. I know how short I am with my parents, with my family, with the people. That I know. And you know about yourself. And Allah Azza wa Jal knows subhanahu wa ta'ala above all. Right? Now tap into that, you'll succeed. Because now you know what you need to work on. But people can talk to you forever. And you can mask everything. No issue. يعني. No issue. One of the great grandchildren of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I think Zayn al-Abidin, يعني, Ali ibn al-Husayn, Zayn al-Abidin. He was known that he is very generous, Kareem, and at the same time, he is very Halim, يعني, patient, does not get intimidated easy, يعني, or at all, like the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So him or someone else, and if I'm mistaken, it's from me. يعني. So some people, they said, you know, go and intimidate him, make a bet. يعني. If you intimidate him, you succeed, you become like a big deal. You know. قول له أي حاجة, زعله, يعني make him angry. And you have this much. They go to him and he started talking to him and said, you think you are the son of the Prophet, you are blah, 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 blah. He listened to him quietly. He said, you done? He said, yes. He said, what I know about myself is much more than you said. Right? You don't need to remind me. And I really know I am worse than that. Right? And finish. Because you know, before some people see you, they will not be as patient as I am. They can be angry for me, more than I'm angry for myself. And the man, Allah, kissed his hand and kissed his head and he told him, you are truly the son of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah. But some people, they know their inner self very well. So if I know, now the second step, once I tapped into my inner self, now I know I am not affected by Quran the way I should be affected. I am, alhamdulillah, for the prayer, I am on time. You see? You balance. I know that with my parents, I have that kind of attitude. Whenever they talk to me, I can answer them back roughly. And I know that I'm with my children, I'm a very good person. So yeah, I'm counting my weaknesses and my strength. So I tapped into myself first. I know who I am. And I'm seeing now my weaknesses and all that. Now I'm going to have a plan to work. It's like you are teaching someone. That's why Salaf al-Salih, the guided processor, remember they used to say, teach yourself. Ibda binafsik. Start with yourself. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, why one of you sees the little dirt in your brother's eyes, but you do not see the big trunk of the tree which is in your eye. And your eye is full of problems, but you only see the eye, oh, why your eye is like, oh, you do like this to people, like, you know, clean. Sheikh, there's something hanging on, that's okay, that's fine, yani. You are doing it in a good way. But think about it that this is what you catch in people all the time, the little tiny things. How about the big, not tiny things in you? That there are some people out of their haya, they are not showing it to you. They are not. So that is what this deen, you will find always these things. As I told you, if we go on and on and on, you are going to find beyond just the salah for rak'ah, like this. These things are easy. These things we can collect in one book, and that is a manual of doing things. But about this behavior of yourself versus others, and how you advise yourself, and how you account yourself, huge volumes. Volumes. Allah Azza wa Jal, when He talked about النفس, He said, وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا. This tazkiyah is a very long process. Allah Azza wa Jal did not say that you go to someone to make tazkiyah for you. It is you. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا زَكَّى نَفْسَهُ. When Allah Azza wa Jal said the highest success of the believers, في Surah Al-Mu'minun, there is a surah called Surah Al-Mu'minun, Surah of the believers. What is the first ayah? قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. أفلح is the result, isn't it? يعني it is the goal, it's the end. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ يعني they are at the end of the race, they won the race. So those are the muflihun, يعني the winners. That means there was a race that they ran. Huh? What are the quality? What is the first thing? الَّذِينَ يُصَلُّونَ. Yes? No. الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. It's not الَّذِينَ يُصَلُّونَ. It's not those who pray. This is the inner self again. See, I'm telling you, we can read the whole Quran, you're going to find that coming over and over and over again. You can teach a child how to pray, but you cannot teach a child khushu'. Can you? You can tell them, stand still, don't look, keep your eyes down, keep your shoulders up. You can say those things. They will do it. But can you tell him, have khushu' in your heart? They don't know. What are you talking about? What is nafs? They don't know. Unfortunately, there are older men and women, and they are these children. They are still like that. That's why I was not joking when I said people focus on my feet, my leg, my shoulder, my this. How long have you been praying? 50 years. وانت لسه worry about this. يعني الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون. Once this happens, subhanallah, the rest of the list becomes easy. Many people, they don't know that this. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Salah, first thing you'll be asked about in يوم القيامة, صح? إذا صلحت صلح العمل كله. Everything. What does that mean? That means this. الذين هم في صلاتهم خاشعون. If they are في صلاتهم خاشعون, they are not going to lie. If they are في صلاتهم خاشعون, they are going to respect. If they are في صلاتهم خاشعون, they will be good to their parents. You see? If they are في صلاتهم, because I am now خاشع for my salah. For who? لمن? For who? What did Allah tell me to do with my parents? Yes. So now I am in a state of khushu' in salah. Now I know whom I'm standing in front of. Yes? I'm standing in front of who? Who's that? Allah? That one, the one who created me, the one who did this. So when I say Allahu Akbar, now I am feeling it. After I finish the salah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, I see my brother, Assalamu alaikum akhi. Because Allah told me. Right? I'm going to sell and buy, I'm not going to cheat. Now that is the meaning of إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ تَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنكَرِ. That is the meaning of it. Salah will forbid you from doing haram and will enjoy good. Now you understand the relationship between the ayat? You tap into yourself. So now I know who I am. I know what is my weakness. I know where I am. I know what am I doing. Prayer. To who? To Allah. He's not only there for the salah routine. La, I have to feel the connection in my heart. Then once I finish my salah, I'm khashi' to salah. I'm doing ruku' according to the way that he wanted me. I'm doing sujood according to the way he wanted me. So when I leave to the masjid, I'm going to be clean according to the way he told me. I'm going to be organized according to the way he tells me. I'm going to be truthful according to the way he tells me. I'm going to be strong according. Now there is. And before that fades away, Zuhr comes. Before that fades away, Al-Asr comes. Before that fades away, then you get to a state of sleeping that you are not accounted for anything. And the minute you wake up, I am the servant of Allah, ready. Sahih? When Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, that is the only chance shaitan will get to you without resistance. And when shaitan comes to you, you are resisting. You are resisting by your mind. You are saying, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. But when you are sleeping, no resistance. So what happens? He will tie these 3 knots, yani figurative knots, yani, or some kind of spiritual knots, Allahu A'lam. If Rasulullah said there are knots, there are knots. You don't see them, you don't see them. خلاص. There are knots there. On your nape here, on the back here. Subhanallah, that have secrets also, that part. In your backbone, the thing inside the backbone, nervous system. It's all in back here, from the back here, not from the front. And a person's throat can be cut, but still can be alive. But when somebody hit with a sword here or something like that, they're done. Yeah? So that is the life. That's why, mashallah, عندنا في مصر يعني مشهورين, when a person goes to the jail or to something, they hit him here. They call it احترام, respect يعني. Jail respect. So whenever they go, they hit, and when somebody is hit in the back here, they lose their balance. And it is humiliating as well. Certain culture, when you hit somebody like this, they can fall in their face. Yeah? They lose it because you are hitting from behind. They don't see you. So subhanallah, shaitan comes to that weak spot and makes these 3 knots that makes you lazy. That's why when you wake up in the morning, nobody jumps from the bed kida like mashallah, you know, like, nah. The engine is naim. So your engine is completely down. You need like few seconds at least. Some people they need few seconds, some people need few minutes. وزي حالاتي كده need more than that. When you get, and you still, Ya Rabbi, another day, one of those. Ya Allah, help me out. Okay. فالنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إذا قام فذكر الله انحلت عقده. When you stand up and you say dhikr of Allah, that's the switch I'm talking about. Huh? Why are you going to remember Allah? Why? Because you know there is a switch that you need. If you don't have that switch, there is a problem. So he said, La ilaha illallah. Now one knot is out. That's why you find that's easier for you to go out. As a Muslim I'm talking about. And then فَإِذَا تَوَضَّأَ, second one, after the wudu. That's why there is, try kida, put your hand under the water when you wake up in the morning. Not much. But put water on your face. You see something happens there. There is something happens. Once you put the water on your face, touch your face, see some freshness happens. Correct? Some freshness happens. فإذا صلى, when you pray, all 3 done. And now that is an at will extra effort. At will. Extra effort. That's why people say exercise in the morning, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'm not talking about Muslim. Muslim, we have our own spiritual exercise. Physical, mental, spiritual. Waking up in the morning, oh, this long day, this and that. Relax, fi salah. You go pray, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Now I'm focused, I'm ready to go. But Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, how he describes this. If you do like this, أصبح نشيط النفس. نشيط. Rest, نشيط النفس. He did not say body. He said active nafs. Nashit means active. Kaslan, kasul means lazy. Huh? Right? So nashit nafs, your inner self is beautiful. Nashit, like up, ready to go. Nashit nafs. Because some people they are paralyzed. Some people they are handicapped. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did not say active physically. He's active what? Emotionally, inside. But if he doesn't do that, أصبح خبيث النفس. You know the word خبيث? خبيث means very bad, impure. Impure self, stained. It's not good. So wake up in the morning, you don't want to drive the car, you are not happy, like, blah, it's a blah day. You know, people say, man, this is not good. That kind of feeling, that's what Rasulullah described. خبيث النفس. مؤمن لا يكون كذلك أبدا. Anybody started Fajr Salah, مش ممكن يكون كده. That's why, see, I'm telling you, like when you relate the modern day science and everything with Islam, you see that we have it all along. That's why when they say for those leaders and CEOs and big leaders and everything like that, what do they train them for? They train them to work under stress. Right? What does that mean, work under stress? It means you control your own emotion. Like an astronaut, a heart surgeon, someone like that. If they have bad news or anything like that, they still can do the job. They still can function. They face it. So, these things that scientifically they tell you, you have to always be positive. Even in a negative situation, you're trying to be positive. Inshallah khair, inshallah good, you know. Alhamdulillah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. May Allah Azza wa Jal compensate me, but always positive. Yani in a negative situation, you are always thinking about positive is going to happen. It's not happening, but it's going to happen. There is something positive that I'm still a believer. I know that Allah is there, right? I know if I die, I'm a shaheed. I know if, you know, this is always finding what? Positivity. You know, there is a story that's saying one king, one time he had a very dear wazir, his assistant were very dear to him, they were very close, right? He does not do anything without that wazir, that minister of his. So one time they go for hunting. They like to go hunting, and you know, so they got lost from their entourage, what they call it, entourage, their group. Got lost deep in the jungle. A day or two, their food finished, everything. So what are we going to do now? You know, they're lost. So like Malik, king, and the wazir. So he tell him, what is going on? He said, لعله خير. لعله خير. Inshallah, it's good. Something good will come out of this. He said, what are you talking about? You know, look at us. Lost, we're going to die. He said, لعله خير يا ملك. يعني لعله خير. الوزير tell him يعني. بس هو الثاني مش فاهم. He's not understanding. Suddenly, a primitive indigenous tribe comes and before that happens, the king, they were cutting some fruit or something like that, so the knife cut the king's thumb. Ah, my thumb, told them, لعله خير. He said, لعله خير. What is لعله خير? And I'm sorry I mixed up the story a little bit, right? So then they left, خلاص. Left, رجعوا يعني. Now the king is finger is cut, والوزير بيقول له لعله خير, so he put him in jail. They found their group يعني. Put them in jail. خلاص, put him in jail, وانت ما بتفهمش, انت راجل bad guy. يعني we get lost, you say good, my finger is cut, you say good, you will stay in jail. You are not a good minister يعني. Said خلاص. And the king left him, خلاص, forgot about him. He went to hunt again. The king this time went to hunt again by himself يعني. All right? So he got caught by this indigenous tribe. They're going to barbecue him now. Qurbani. They took him and they started shouting and everything, making a big fire. خلاص هو ميت لا محالة يعني. Okay? They took him off his clothes, we put him on that long stick, and start by putting the oil and the spices, cook him يعني. So before they do that, comes their big priest or kahin or big guy يعني, this shaman of theirs or whatever, to inspect the zabiha. So he found that his finger is cut off. He said, no, not good. Defective zabiha. Defective qurbani. So they released him. فهو تذكر بقى ساعتها. What did he remember? The wazir told him when he was cut, told him what? Good, come out of this. Now he knows that his life was saved because what? His finger was cut a couple of years ago. So he ran to the wazir, come bring him, hug him, thank you so much. He told him, I'm sorry I put you in jail. He said, don't be sorry. لعله خير. He said, how? He said, because if I am with you, they would have slaughtered me. يعني if I am with you, your finger is cut, في replacement, they'll bring me in your place. Allah cut your finger, so you put me in jail, so you are saved from death, and I'm also saved from death. يعني what is the moral of the story? المؤمن دائما positive. Believer is always what? Even if you don't see it now. شوف إخواننا في فلسطين وفي غزة, this, والله يا إخواني, I have no doubt that as of now, actually, the whole ummah is benefiting from what is happening. The whole world is seeing itself for what it is. If you spend billions and billions of dollars in advertisement campaigns, we'll not achieve that. We're not saying it is good, we like it. We're not saying that. We're saying what comes out of it. المنح مع المحن. منحة يعني gift. محنة means hardship. You just switch the letters. منح, محا. The noon before the ha or after. So minha is inside the mihna. Hardship, there is a package, you open the package, minha comes out of it as well. 100 years from now, there will be a generation who will benefit from that. Allahu A'lam. So that's always the case whenever you see what is inside of you. They say in studies that when you talk to yourself that I cannot do something, most likely you will not do it. But there is limitation. You do not say I can do anything. No, you cannot do anything. You cannot do everything. Can you? Like if I ask, you have to know your limitation. Ya akhi. No, I can do what a person like me can do. Yani I can do many things. I know I can push myself out of the limit. I can do better than all human beings. Yes, but feel limit at the end of the day. That is what we mean. It's not anything. Can you create another sun? Yani if somebody says, oh, I can do anything, can you create another sun? Can you come kida in the morning and it is 90 degrees, can you make it 70? Now we are feeling very hot in August in Texas. Yani. Can you bring it down please for us? The thermometer, the thermostat, can you bring it down? Well, if you can do anything, you cannot do anything. صح? You cannot do everything. But what you can do, what Allah allows you to do. هذا كمسلم يعني. كمسلم, say Bismillah, Allah give me the power. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. I seek the help of Allah and only Allah will make me break records of things. But that's بإذن الله. With the permission of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Now that is correct belief. So when you tell yourself I cannot do, yes you cannot do. So ya akhi, why don't come to the masjid? Oh, it is very hard. Of course it's going to continue to be hard. Yeah, all the brothers said, oh Sheikh, Wallah, I'm very busy with work. By the way, you're going to stay busy with work. But if we put it paper and pen, you find that you can take off from that busy schedule of yours to do other things regularly also. Also regularly. I talk to some people sometimes, say, Sheikh, how can I make my son or my daughter a memorizer of Quran? I said they have to memorize. They said, how long? He said, 2-3 hours every day. They said, no, there is no way. There is no way my son can do 3. Why you say that? Have you tried? طب جرب. يعني try. If you want the memorizer of the whole Quran, you need 3 hours. Maybe half of the Quran needs 1 hour. يعني ممكن. يعني ممكن something. You do something. Maybe memorize 1 juz, 2 juz. يعني part time. If you instead of 3 years, make him 6. No problem. But you don't think like that. But then you said, but what does your son do? Sheikh, they go to school from 8 in the morning until 3 p.m. I said, okay. Then by the time they make it home, it is 4. Then I take them to taekwondo, oh mashallah, until 6. Then I take them to piano classes. And I'm telling you from experience, yani, it's not like something I'm exaggerating or I'm creating or innovating. Yani. Taking them to piano class or to music class or violin class or whatever class, يعني, مش مشكلة, يعني, any class. And then they come do their homework. And then they have to do this thing. And then they have to go to bed like that. I said, mashallah, you organize their life very good. But where the Quran fits, it cannot fit anywhere. You see? What do you see in front of you in this picture? They already decided. They already decided that this is a beautiful product, Hafiz of the Quran. I would love my son to also have it beside the piano and the violin and all of that. Well, let's have that one too. بالمرة يعني. That doesn't work like that. You have to cut things to replace. And you have to change your lifestyle too. Right, your son goes to the school at 8 in the morning. What time do you wake them up? Oh, at 7:30 because the school is closed. So why don't we wake them at 5:30 in the morning? ليه? Why not? ليه يعني? Why not we do not wake up our children for Fajr? ليه بقى? Why? And I want to know. What is preventing us, all كده of us as a جماعة, from waking our children when they are 7 and up for Fajr Salah? And I'm not saying masjid يعني. I'm saying بس صلاة الايه؟ Fajr. طب why? ايه المشكلة؟ Oh, they're going to go to school sleepy, make them sleep early. And after they get trained, when they are 7, by the time they are 10 and 11, Fajr is okay for them. They will wake up automatically. It's all right. If they are camping, if you take these kids and they go to military school, military school, what time they're going to wake them up? Fajr. Right? And you're happy. ابنك بتعلم الضبط والربط, disciplined, soldier, mashallah. Yes? Everybody's happy with that. If they're going to do basketball or wrestling or something like that, and they have a training camp, what time they're going to wake them up? Bardo Fajr. Right? They train them. I remember Houston Rockets one time, long time ago, 20 years or so. They were playing with Colorado something. And then because Colorado is above sea level, above sea level. Breathing there is hard. When you drive, once you get to Iowa, and then, once you get closer to Colorado, Iowa is the other side. So when you get closer to Colorado, you go mountain time. And then you start feeling that your breathing is affected. When you go to Colorado Springs, it's higher, right? Than Denver and all that. And then you go to the Pikes Peak, that's even higher. So they used to Rockets about 15 days before the match, they go camp and sleep up there. Why? So their lung capacity becomes different. Because when your lung will expand, little air will make you function. So when they play, the other guys have long breath. They can continue more. They're going to beat you in the game because of that. So they went and did that. And they won the game, by the way. So what I'm trying to say is, you are willing to go under severe conditions if it is worth it for you. I hope you understand that. If you tell yourself I can do, you will not do. If you tell yourself I cannot fit it, you will not fit it. If you tell yourself it is too much, it is too much. If you tell yourself the Quran is hard, it is hard. If you tell yourself Salah is hard, it is hard. And you go on and on like that. But when you say Bismillah, Allahumma inni as'aluka al-awn, Ya Allah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa bik, Ya Allah, please help me out, inshallah you're going to get. Even if you don't go far, you get the honor of trying. You get the honor of trying. Somebody trying to read Quran and it is hard for them. Hadith said, Aisha radiallahu anha, said Rasulullah said, will be rewarded twice. So you have to get into your own weaknesses and realize them. You have to do something that makes you feel strong. We already talked about that. What makes you feel strong? And I woke up in the morning and I exercised. I woke up in the morning and I prayed Fajr in Jama'ah. And I am doing it every day. That is something powerful. Makes you feel what? Powerful. And after a while, you will not be satisfied. How about Isha? How about Maghrib? How about Zuhr? How about going to the Jum'ah early? How about reading, Because once you tasted it, you tasted the sweetness of it, you want to do it again and again. The athletes, when they break a record, what is their next move? To break their own record. Why? Because pushing. They know the feeling. They know the feeling. That's why whenever you achieve, mashallah, you feel what? I want more of this. Man, it feels so good. I want more of this. When we go to a vacation or something, it's beautiful, mashallah. I want more of this. Where is that? Mu'min, always like this. That's why Rasulullah said, you taste the sweetness of Iman. It has a taste? Yes. And is it sweet? Yes. And all of the things that he mentioned is inside, not outside. That Allah and His Rasul dearer to you than anything in the world. See, that's a decision from inside. That you can compromise anything, but not Allah and His Rasul. You taste the sweetness of that after a while. Powerful, powerful. That you love each other for the sake of Allah. Again, we cannot know. You do not know why I love you and you love me. We can say things, but the inner is what will make you taste the sweetness. There's an effect of this. I said, I love you, brother. You love me for the sake of Allah. May Allah love you. That's. And then we act, give each other gifts and all of that. That is the nice thing. But the sweetness inside, that is the reward. The sweetness of the feeling inside. You don't feel like, I'm doing something out of my way. This brother is embarrassing me all the time. It's not like that. That you are happy when you are doing it. That's the Iman part. And then you don't like to go back to kufr like you like to be thrown in hellfire. Who likes to be thrown in hellfire? That kind of feeling, if I compromise anything of the deen, I feel like somebody's throwing me in an oven. That's what it means. Before I disobey Allah Azza wa Jalla, said, La, 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 ya am. No. It's like somebody's going to throw me in the fire. And akrahu dhalik. So disobeying Allah, I hate it as much as I hate being thrown in the fire. So all of these things are internal. So you have to do something that makes you feel powerful. So please, my brothers and my sisters, find out where is the weakness that we talked about in the beginning, and start feeling powerful. They say, go learn a new language. I tell you, memorize Juz Amma. See, I'm giving you something really. Juz Amma, 30 Juz. Say before Ramadan, of coming Ramadan 2025, inshallah, I memorize the 30th Juz of the Quran. If you don't, I'm going to read the whole translation of the whole Quran in English. You know, TikTok, there are some non-Muslim youth now. They are making a trend or a challenge. They call it challenge. There is a lot of silly stuff that they make and haram stuff they make. But this one here, they make it among themselves. I read the whole Quran in one day. And they have somebody did it in 19 hours, somebody 18 hours, now somebody did it in 17 hours in English. Yeah. They sit in one day, and then they come and tell you exactly proof that they read it. And they say deep stuff. Quran says this about the parents, Quran says this about husband and wife. For subhanallah, Allah guides people. But that makes someone powerful, right? Feel powerful. That, I always wondering why people go to Mount Everest and they put the flag there. They risk that they're going to die, and then they come down after that. Sense of achievement. I did something beyond the ability of humans. Yeah? Makes me feel what? Powerful. So what makes you feel powerful is the things that you feel weak doing. Go into those and start feeling powerful. I memorize Juz Amma. I want to memorize 3 Juz. Challenge yourself and make a plan. Use powerful body language. What is powerful body language? We are not saying use powerful language, means hating people. That powerful body language. Brother Rizza was giving us public speaking class, and he said the stance makes a difference. When you stand, separating your feet, shoulders up, when you talk, people see you different from when someone like standing like this. Already you are off already. Whatever they say, even if they say the most beautiful things in the world. When Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to use his gestures, use these gestures, hand, وَشَبَّكَ بَيْنَ أَصَابِعِهِ صلى الله عليه وسلم. He said the believer is for the believer is like a building, and he did like this, صلى الله عليه وسلم. You know, شَبَّ. When Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, this money is not good except if somebody does like this, and like this, and like this. What does he mean? Spend it everywhere. Had a body language, strong body language, imprints in the head. When people start having money, they remember the way the Prophet ﷺ did. I am me and the caretaker of the orphan like those, Yawm al-Qiyam. You see this? So every time you see an orphan, he said, me and Rasulullah like this. Wow. Had a strong body language. Strong body language means you are always out. And I'm giving you the Islamic perspective. When they talk here, they will say things like this. Say, we need to be united. It is give and take. You see the body language? They're using something like that. I want you to take it in. See? Right? And then you're going to distribute it among the community. You look at these things. I want you to embrace your... So that body language is very powerful, by the way. You're not feeling it. But your subconscious is like, what? Taking it in. Your eyes are catching these visuals. They're catching it. So while I'm talking, the Sahaba used to see in the face of Rasulullah his reaction. They will know he's happy, he's not happy, he's angry, he's resentful. They see in his act. And then Rasul ﷺ used to do with his hand gestures as well. He ﷺ will do these things. When he make the dua, he would raise his finger like La ilaha illallah. I'm asking Allah only. I'm asking Allah only. You see? Like this. For using that, it is very, very important. Very important. And there is a big science now about body language. They will know when a person lying or not lying, saying the truth or not. And sometimes people misinterpret, the body language and all of that. يعني there are things that you can do in certain times, certain you cannot do in the other times. Even in psychology, there are people using things in a very mean manner. There is something called mirroring. There is something called mirroring. The mirroring is one of the most dangerous things that the people use in psychology to get somebody to follow them subconsciously, like mirroring. And most of the time you do that when you're watching advertisement. Catch yourself like you are actually syncing with this move. One of the reasons, and I'll come to that in a minute, but mirroring is like this brother Tawsif is sitting like this, and I wanted to convince him with something. I come and sit in front of him exactly the way he's sitting. سيدنا جبريل عمل كده مع النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. When he came, he sat in front of him as a mirror. And Rasul was sitting like this. He put his knees toward the knees of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he put his hand in front on his thigh, like Rasulullah was sitting exactly like this. And he started talking to him. They sync. They said if you do that mirroring, and you slowly start doing certain moves, you will find the person in front of you repeating it without them knowing it. So I sit in front of him. He is, looking to the right. I look to the same direction he's looking. It's not reverse mirroring. Yani, it's not. Because his right is like, I'll do the opposite, right? But he's looking to the left, I look to the right. So it's as if he's looking in the mirror. Yani, that's the idea. So everything he does, you do it slowly. They are not actually paying attention. And you do like that until you sync with them. After a while, anything they do, you start doing. They start paying attention to you. And then you slow it down. You start changing, they will start following you. Then you tell them the argument that they want, they will get it. That's called mirroring. After there are tricks they do like this. The opposite gender and all of this kind of thing, they use it in a wrong manner. The Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one Arabi one time, he comes and he is in the back of the caravan or something like that. He said, Ya Muhammad! Arab used to call like this, not Ya Rasulullah. And just walk a little bit, few more steps, and you can talk to him without shouting. يعني ايه المشكلة? He has to call from the back. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, how? He called him, he replied the same way. The same tone, the same accent, same way. For the man feels, oh, he's like me. All right. فيعني that is done to unite with the person in front of you for good purposes. For good purposes. Doesn't mean when somebody shouting, you shout with them, fight. Yani. Mirroring is not good in that time. Actually, it is opposite. When somebody shout at you, lower your voice. They will lower. You lower again. They'll lower. So that's how it is. But that يعني using body language, طبعا this is a science by itself. But you will find, subhanallah, body language موجودة في القرآن. موجودة في القرآن. سيدنا نوح عليه السلام. What these people do when he start calling them. وإني كلما دعوتهم جعلوا أصابعهم. They put their fingers like this. But it's body language, واستغشوا ثيابهم. They bring their clothes and they put it like this. It's body language. And when you talk to me and I do like this, is the body language? Kids do that sometimes, right? Yeah? You talk to them, no. Right? They don't want. That's body language. What does that mean? I don't like. I disagree. Like when somebody like this, rolling their eyes. That's body language. And you can interpret it actually. يعني it can be worse sometimes. يعني when somebody does like this is despising them. This is like looking down upon them. يقول لك بص لهم من فوق لتحت. He looked up and down. Okay. Then say nothing. But that's worse than words actually. Worse than words, because words you can answer. لما واحد يقول لك أنت مش كويس، تقول له لا أنا كويس غصب عنك. You are not good. You tell him I am good, and even you don't like it, right? But if he looks at you like this, هتعمل إيه? Tell me what you will do. You see that the body language is worse than words. We talked about knowing your own superpower and your strong things that share with the community, share with the people around you. Spend time with high vibration people. Jama'ah. You always come, you will find people who are active, people excited. Akid, yani. All of us come. Sometimes we are tired from work and everything, and subhanAllah, you feel very fresh after Salat al-Isha. Why is that? Because you find someone joking, someone saying, oh, what's up, man, how are you doing? What's up, what's going on, sister, like this, and you are out and about again. So make sure those people are around you. It is not about you only, individual. You are not coming to the masjid to get an individual service. خلي بالك. You are coming for the masjid to be a member of the Jama'ah. Only then. Then and only then, when you plug in into the Jama'ah, you get the charge of the Jama'ah. Charge from the main grid. But you coming alone and leaving alone and I'm worried about myself وكده هتاخد شحنة صغيرة توصلك لغاية البيت. يعني will take some small charge will take you to the house only كده وخلاص boom gone. But if you come here and you look around you, mashallah, I saw children, and I saw this brother, and I saw a new person, and I saw the masjid, I drink from the masjid fountain, and I said, Assalamu alaikum to 10 people, ya salam. Mashallah. Imagine, yani if you don't come to the masjid, how many people you're going to say Assalamu alaikum to? That night, yani. Maslaha is benefit, ya akhi, but you are not paying attention. Pay attention. Correct? Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you doing? How are you doing? 10, 15, at least, yeah. And you went home with 10, 15 salam, with 10, 15 khair, with 10, 15 good. People saw you, you saw them. They know that you are still alive. Yani people every day, they know that this guy here still alive. But if I am absent, where is the, oh, he's in Egypt. Okay, he's still alive. But when you see, alhamdulillah, we feel like that. They say also, inshallah, we'll finish, spend time alone in silence. In the scientific way, they say it for different reasons. Silence. طبعا people do to the extreme, like Buddhist and all of this kind of meditation and all of that. طبعا few things extreme, maybe you do not even hear about. They have this black room, and they have like this camp, silent camps. They stay for like 15 days or for 1 month, no speaking at all, and they pay thousands of dollars for it. Thousands, literally. And not anyone can get in. And they go for 15 days or for 1 month, no talking. No talking. لا والله I'll stop talking without thousands of dollars. But we have to talk to Allah at all times. For that, there is no silence from it. I visited jails, federal jails, high security jails, everything. And I intentionally asked about solitary confinement. From my little research, I found that the biggest survivors of solitary confinement, Muslims. I'm not saying that they are doing good. I'm saying that whenever they are in solitary confinement, at least they reflect, they remember Allah, they make zikr, they read Quran, they do salah, they don't go crazy. But when a person is silent and nobody talks to you, and you don't talk to somebody, you want to talk to the walls. You're going to start seeing things. You're going to start actually hearing things. They say when they put people in a very dark room, pitch black, there is nothing. They do not know the day from night. And unless somebody brings them the food and bring them the thing, and there is no light, and they put fold also over them. They start seeing things. After a while, they start actually seeing things. And it plays with their head. I'm telling you, but in Islam, it is not like that. يقول لك تفكر تدبر وفي عبادة الصمت من كان يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر فليكن خيرا أو يصمت. Whoever believes in Allah and the hereafter, say good or be quiet. So it does not say be quiet all the time. لا, be quiet from everything else. If you cannot say something good, be quiet, but keep doing the zikr and everything. That's good by nature. But in this other affairs, if you are not able to do anything good, be quiet, silent. But always look into the tadabbur, think more. My grandmother, rahmatullah alayha, may Allah give her al-firdaus al-a'la, used to say, Ya ibni, she said, my son. I said, yes, grandma. She said, remember, you have 2 ears and 1 tongue. You have a pair of those, but 1 of this. So listen twice what you talk about. So if you say 2 words, listen to 4. Yani if you talk for 5 minutes, now I talked for 1 hour, so I have to sit for 2 hours quiet, which I do, studying يعني, to come and talk. فيعني حكمة. Last thing, start your day in control and then take care of your body and space. Those two will finish inshallah quickly. يعني start your day in control. Here means I'm in control of everything. I'm like a little god kind of thing. لا. I start my day in control of myself, control of my shaitan, control of my lust. I start my day in control being with Allah. We mentioned that in the beginning. So start your day in control means a Muslim in control. يعني in control. Nothing is going to divert me from salah. Nothing is going to divert me. I'm not going to compromise my deen. I'm always with Allah Azza wa Jalla. I'm always doing dhikr. I'm always lowering my gaze. Hada control. When you start your day like this, it's easy on you to continue. Start your day weak, it's easy to be trapped. Last thing, take care of your body, mind, and soul. Always maintain those. Take care of your body, mind, and soul. Your body, subhanallah, now there is some study I was reading from a doctor, alternative medicine doctor. He said that you clean your colon, you eat, drink certain things and all that, you clean your colon, your skin will be affected, your vision will be affected, positively, yeah? Your hair will be affected, your sleeping habit will be affected. Basically everything. People who have gout, people do this, he said, and this is tried, and he published the statistics that from his clinic. He said people come with all types of things. He is not saying that I heal everything, he's saying that this actually shows. فأنا I remember the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. المعدة بيت الداء. Your stomach is where the disease is. What you put in is what comes out. Subhanallah. They said if you want a very good natural skin, start eating vegetable and all of that, right? They said that. When you eat vegetable and all this, it comes in your skin. It's in your behavior too. We don't eat pork because we're going to behave like pigs. We don't eat things that eat meat because we become like that. You don't eat snake because you're going to become like a snake in their behavior, يعني, in their nature. But you know, things that eating grass and all of that, غلبانة يعني, مساكين, حيوانات مساكين. يعني very domestic يعني, animals and all of that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among those who take care of their body, who know their power and all of this. So inshallah, please listen to this lecture again over our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Subscribe to that inshallah, and subscribe to the Facebook page, support the Masjid al-Salam, and inshallah you're going to find all those lectures there. Take your own notes, summarize them. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, it is great. There is a device now that they sell, by the way, forgot the name, Plod or something like that. It's called Plod. It's a new device, like a credit card. And you connect it to your phone, and you can record a lecture like this. And then at the end, you click summarize. The AI will summarize it, will make the points for you, the highlights, the main things. You can put the hadith on the side, the Quran on the side, and all whatever you want. يعني. Try to do something like this, inshallah, using the technology and all that. Sallallahu wasallam wa barak ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah khairan. Sorry for delay, يعني. Shukran. Azan, inshallah. Ya Rabb.